The place, Vivint Smart Home Arena. The starters being brought to you by your Delaware Valley Honda dealers. We begin with the visitors. Brett Brown, Tobias Harris, Al Horford back at power forward. Joel Embiid back period. Josh Richardson, Ben Simmons, the backcourt for Quinn Snyder, Bojan Bogdanovic with Royce O'Neal and Rudy Gobert up front. Their star Donovan Mitchell and Mike Conley, the former Memphis Grizzly, at the point. First of two between the teams, the Sixers have won 4 straight against the Jazz, including 2 straight here. That happening for the first time since 1987, 32 years. It'll be Embiid and Gobert and we. Game 3 of a 4-game Western swing for the Sixers. The Jazz always tough to beat at home. And that is Josh Richardson, who quite honestly is struggling from the field to here and that. Defensively anyway, Simmons is guarding the guy he's got in the post right now, and Donovan Mitchell. Of course, they have a history. Simmons beating out Mitchell for Rookie of the Year.
That's what I'd like to see him take one more step, one more dribble, and get to the rim.
Getting to the rim, Mike Conley. After 12 years with Memphis, off the pick and roll, Mitchell has Simmons in his sights. Tobias Harris helping out as well. That scrambling defense by the Sixers, and it pays off. And Richardson is able to solo. Beautifully done.
A couple layups, and you start feeling good about yourself.
There you go. Mitchell short of Embiid, drills it. Donovan Mitchell have lost 2 straight, both on the road. You mentioned the Kings and the Clippers. Mitchell, again, his 3rd year in the league out of Louisville.
The Sixers were hurried to get back on D.
Unusual because Brett Brown will send players to the glass. He does value offensive rebounds. But Donovan Mitchell right now making a living. Mitchell with Embiid looming. Got it done anyway. A crafty move by Donovan Mitchell. However, and the Sixers with a fresh 14.
Good cut.
Good pass. Tobias Harris identifying the cutter. That's Al Horford. Here now the Jazz out of the timeout. Bogdanovic had a rolling Gobert, but he lays in 2. Bojan Bogdanovic, New Orleans.
Well, he's not just a shooter, as that last play showed. Nice move.
How about James Ennis getting right into the game with a slam? James Ennis coming off the bench. Time wearing number 2 as well.
I think he expected some help there. He sent the driver baseline. Wow.
And that's how Gobert gets up Horford. Nice defense by Al.
Definitely get the ball more often.
Well, Simmons couldn't get the ball because he had his back to the play, and Bogdanovic will get a gift.
Throwing it and assuming he is on the same page with you. James has got to talk.
Al Horford.
Like he talked about being out of position at times. He was all self-critical. Love that about him.
Joe Ingles, who will score in a variety of ways. He is adjusting to the 6-man role.
Only to bring the ball up the floor.
O'Neal, it's for 3, and that's how he's going to score. A 3-and-D guy is.
Well, as you can expect, Brett Brown in that timeout, guys, talking about the defense, that they need to field them more defensively. That was really the big focus.
Will really help to win the game in Portland on Monday night. Richardson teeing up a 3, and down it goes for Josh Richardson. Off to a good start, hitting 3 of his first 4. He has 7.
Time from Joel. Wow.
A rather healthy 3, and down it goes for Joel Embiid. Embiid has Gobert if he wants him. Instead finds Korkmaz for 3, and down it goes for Furkan Korkmaz.
Finding in the opposite corner that time off the nice pass.
Mitchell following his own miss. 7th. Yep, they got some work to do before Tokyo. As Ingles, we mentioned his struggles from beyond, trying to adjust to the 6-man role. Richardson scooting by Joe Ingles and getting all the way to the cup. Josh Richardson, folks at Toyota, for sponsoring Military Appreciation Night. So here's Joe Ingles struggling from beyond, but you wouldn't know it tonight. 3 overall, 2 for 2 in 3-point territories. They run it for Embiid. Compliments of Raul Neto. You know that came. Smart Home Arena here in Salt Lake City. The Sixers, 3rd of a 4-game Western trip. Jeff Green, along with Josh Richardson, Joel Embiid in the middle. The forwards, Furkan Korkmaz and Tobias Harris, as Neto gets the hoop.
Candidates for the point guard position. Mike Conley down to last.
Tobias Harris, and a foul as well. No Rudy Gobert in there, and everything opened up for Tobias, who's able to slam for his first bucket of the game. Mitchell only 3 to shoot. Got it. Donovan Mitchell's been large for the Jazz here in the first half. He's got a dozen already.
Josh being much more disruptive defensively.
Embiid taking over as well as Richardson got caught up in a screen. As well. Joel 3 to shoot. Does shoot and connects. Wow, what a play by Joel Embiid, who was bounded. Sixers their largest lead at 8. Nicely done by Conley, all in one motion, his second bucket. In deep is Bradley, who got it done. A slight head advantage on Tobias Harris. Tony Bradley saw the loose ball gathered up by Ben Simmons a few moments ago, one of the leaders in the NBA in that category. Well, Rudy Gobert getting close to the rim. That's where he's most comfortable, and tracked down by Gobert. Fresh 14 for the Jazz. Nice look by Gobert for the plunging Bogdanovich. 7 for the Jazz. Here's Thibault working it, giving it up, and putting it in was James Ennis.
Sometimes that can be off of a rebound.
Sixers lead the NBA in generating points off.
It's not the same team that we're used to seeing. They've got a good point guard. They've got some pieces.
Typical Jazz basketball,
Which sets up the lob. Gobert is good as anybody in the league.
Mike Scott just into the game, replacing Tobias Harris. Scores the bucket, his first points.
Usually that middle lane is taken from out of bounds plays, but that time left unguarded.
Bogdanovich again getting inside. Got a 9-second difference here between the clocks. Ingles laid it in. Serena Winners, Hala Abdel Abi, Mark Sumaf, broadcasters for tonight's NBC Sports Philadelphia exclusive. And what do you know? Pick and roll with Rudy Gobert. Brandon, we thank you for that. Mitchell, who started off quickly in this game, his own miss. Second time he's done that. Al Horford now getting an opportunity. It's Korkmaz for a 3, and he buried it. Furkan Korkmaz get up high, allowing Horford to do his thing down low. Richardson curls and scores. Beautifully done by Richardson with a left hand.
Besides Jay Rich's layup, when has the 76ers dumped it inside? A lot of jump shots.
Donovan Mitchell.
More of a challenge making that shot.
See, Brett Brown is trying to get Horford some looks inside as Mitchell, who's a world-class scorer, gets 2 more. He's got 18 points. The Sixers are getting it to Al, but he has been unable to deliver. Just 2 of 8. It's a Mitchell 3, and he dropped it. Ends up being a turnover. Joel Embiid on the bench is Conley on corks and hits a 3. And now the Jazz Al running the floor, rewarded by Thibault, slams for 2. Maybe that will uncork Al Horford's game. 5 of 16 from beyond.
Jazz 5-0 in points off the turnovers as Conley hits another one. That was a category the Sixers dominated.
First, then it's 3. Then it's, I know.
For you have to go to Barcelona first.
And then it's like a 3-hour ride from there. Anyway, Josh Richardson. Embiid, quite a catch, I'll say, by Neto. Mitchell glued to him. Neto hits for a 3, and he dropped it. Raul Neto, the first 3 he's taken this year. Sixers down by as many as 13. Their last lead coming with 3 and change to go in the second, as somehow Ingles got down the floor and was able to lay it in.
Get back in the fourth.
Neto all over Mitchell. Ingles, can he get off a 3? He did. And that should count. Obviously not coming back. Again, the mismatch here. Harris on Mitchell, and finally Tobias able to take advantage. Just his second bucket game, trying to watch Ingles. He's done some damage. That's a nice look by Ingles to Tony Bradley, the reserve center, who got the easy deuce. Game by as many as 13. Their last lead coming late in the second quarter. Tobias Harris floating in 2 more. And again, with Joel on the bench.
You see why the Jazz are an elite defensive team.
Bradley puts it back after the Jeff Green miss.
Extended looks against this team.
Neto got past Mitchell and laid it in. Raul Neto, extended minutes for him in the absence of the injured Ben Simmons. He's got 7, 3 of 8 from the floor.
Pulled out the post player, and that was what set up the drive. Good recognition from Raul.
Boy, the Jazz, they will just pick and roll you to death, won't they? Harris starting to get his here in the third. Chalk up 2 more for Tobias Harris, who suddenly has 15. Neto, little contact from Conley, whistle silent. He is looking for the call. That quickness and length and steps in front of Embiid to make the interception.
JoJo's got to hold him off. JoJo has to make sure that he doesn't have that separation. Conley again. To 4 in favor of the home team. The Jazz dominated.
Conley, ostensibly the intersection. Scott tracking him, and a foul.
See the Sixers on offense, the deflection, out and running. And here, you're going to foul. Time left. Plenty of time left. Just got to get good shots.
Mike Scott buries the 3 and a timely one for the Sixers. Neto thinking 3. All the way to the cup for 2. Raul Neto.
The pump.
Harris working it with Embiid. Got it to him, lays it home. Well done by Tobias Harris. Great patience against the 2-time reigning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert. Embiid now with 22. Bogdanovich against Furkan Korkmaz, and he got it done.
And once you saw that off.
Embiid got a step on Gobert, who fouled him. Home for Sixers basketball, Flyers hockey, Phillies baseball. Under their new manager, Joe Girardi. No Ben Simmons. Sixers going with Neto here in the guts of the game. Embiid sinks a pair.
Challenging and then blocking out. There's a push.
Yep. By Gobert into the back of Embiid for his 5th personal foul, where he has made most of his money tonight.
Doka giving some instructions defensively to Josh Richardson and Raul Neto.
Here at Salt Lake City. Mitchell engages Embiid and a foul. And
now he's at the line.
Embiid trying to hit Harris, who had Ingles down low. And Ingles fouling Tobias Harris.
Wasn't ready for it. Caught him off guard. Good read.
Harris with 11 of his 16 after intermission. A 3 is good by Bogdanovich. Embiid planted against Gobert, who's got 5 personals and hold everything. If it's Gobert, he's gone.
Forearm into him like that. JoJo at the line.
13 points, 16 rebounds, and a block.
Basket and get some easy buckets without the presence of Gobert.
Richardson going for 2, and he got it, and that'll do it. Time runs out on the Sixers. So breaking a 4-game win streak they had here in Salt Lake City. Raul Neto, who played well, ran 30 minutes